Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back with me again. I'm Muhammad Alif Zaki with student number 2041240, and I would like to explain further about syntax, especially in terms of phrases and clauses. Of course, we've already known that syntax is a field of linguistics that discusses about how words, phrases, or sentences are organized. It focused on how to combine several words into a grammatically correct sentence that contains meaning in English. And now we move to the key points why is learning syntax is important in learning English, because syntax can provide several tools for us to help us to generate or construct words that are grammatically correct, and also will help us in order to build a meaningful sentence. And now, speaking of syntax, of course we might discuss about sentence structure and word order, but here I will explain about the word order only. And what is the word order in English? So a word order is a place a place that concern about how several words are placed in one sentence. Okay, in English, for simple sentence, you may familiar with the formula of subject plus verb plus object, or SVO. This will helps you in an effective communication in order to in order to enhance yourself to communicate effectively, so and also enhance your your skill in building sentences sophisticatedly. And speaking of phrases and clauses, now you might confuse how to spot the differences between phrases and clauses. The first, let's talk about the phrases. So phrases is a combine of two words or more that that stand without any subjects or verbs. For example, like in the word, like in a process, on the bed, on the table. As you can hear, there are no subject and verbs. On the other hand, a clause is a, a core of a sentence that consists subject and verb. And now clauses are divided into two. The first one is independent clause and the second is dependent clause. And for independent clause is a type of clause that can stand alone without being enhanced with the other clauses, and can make a, a perfect simple sentence. Like, for example, I eat, I talk, she talks, he talks, I understand, you understand. Now, without even any context, the this clauses, or you can say sentence, has already conveyed meaning without any more context or objects enhanced. And now we move to independent clause. So independent clause is a type of dependent clause is a type of clause that cannot stand alone and sometimes needs to be attached with independent clause. Like, for example, when I go, you will go too. Nah, okay. So when I go, it's a dependent clause, because if you just say when I go, people will confuse because there are no context, like when I go, then what? Okay. So about understanding the sentence structure and word order, how do you think might in, might this is important for us in from in I'm sorry in balance, for learners and teachers to balance their teaching or speaking skill? Like, what's the point in understanding this type of syntax? Like, you see, when a learners find don't have a confidence to speak English in front of people. Maybe the reason is because they don't have enough knowledge to speaking. They might afraid for being wrong or mentioning something unclear. So syntax is exists to help them by provide the knowledge of sentence structure and word order in order to make them give them capability to build their own sentence in their mind, and they can communicate and they can convey it meaningfully. And now, as a teacher, how do you apply this concept of sentence and word order, sentence structure and word order in classroom? The first of all, you need to teach them how to build their own sentence. You need to provide the structure, like the subject, the verb, the object. Provide the structure, and then you need to tell him to make their own sentences based on the previous structure. And lastly, you can ask them to use use the sentence they have made in group discussion or in communication between two persons. And now the lastly, how does what of course in learning English you will sound familiar with formal English and informal English. So do you think it's important to just focus on formal content instead of leave the informal context aside? I think it depends on the context. So in grammatical accuracy, formal context is even more necessary than you ever think, because for like you see, formal structure is like the basic structure for you to build a sentence or to speak. Like you must learn this more familiar in elementary school, junior high school, or senior high school. So that formal context is important especially in terms of professional writing. And how about in effective communication? In effective communication, you need to balance both informal context and formal context. Why so? Because most native speakers must must be more often speaking in their in informal context, because that's their daily languages. That's how they generally use to interaction with people. I think that's how I can explain tonight. I'm sorry if there were any mistakes. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.